Hello Nation, welcome to another live stream of DC Universe Online on VAR Nation. I'm your host Rock VAR here with Lyda and Bodie. I guess we're kicking off the work week in DC Universe Online. This Monday, September 11th. Never forget. We will never forget. I was getting ready to say this is our tribute, but it's really not. Still, though, you know, never forget. So we're going to get things started. We're going to play some water DPS here on DC Universe Online. I think I'm at tier 3 now, and so we're going to go see what we can get into, break some hearts, crush some dreams, and kill some villains, or detain them. Probably detain them. It's more likely what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna detain them. But anyway, it's good to see you guys again. It's been a couple of days. Last time we streamed was Saturday. We got to do a couple of streams Saturday, and then I did 3 or 4 more streams Saturday night, late into well, actually it was early into the wee hours of the morning. Where I was testing some of our new capabilities. What's up, MX? Was testing some of our new capabilities. So I have now downloaded XSplit to my PC, and I will be able to stream with all the bells and whistles that XSplit provides, and but just not gaming. So that's the downside of that. I have the ability now to stream, make professional looking streams, but just not gaming streams, because I'm still streaming from the PS4 console. I don't have a capture card, and you can't use XSplit on PlayStation without a capture card. However, what I can do is I can stream update videos, and I can do DCU Tonight with backdrops, special effects, all kinds of cool stuff. We can browse the web together. You can see me. The webcam will show up, and so that's going to be awesome. So my first try of doing something like that will probably be recorded. DCU Tonight will probably be recorded, just because I think that it doesn't really make for a very good stream. Number one, I think some things are going to get cut off when I'm using XSplit. The other thing is, oops, I'm trying to set location. The other thing is, I don't normally put chat up when I'm doing DCU Tonight, so it makes no sense really for it to be a stream, because if I do it that way, people are going to get pissed that I'm not talking back to them in chat. But what I can do is, when we'll do live streams when we get new updates and stuff on the DCUO website, and we'll go over those updates together. So that'll be pretty fun, and we'll do all kinds of that. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm trying to get my my settings all put together here. MX says he hasn't played for a while. Geometry is taking up my life, and it's only the 3rd day. Oh God, I know, man. You're back to school. Geometry was one of my favorite subjects, to be honest with you. I absolutely hate math, but for some reason I got right along with geometry, and so my advice to you, my friend: open your mind, think differently than you would normally think, and you'll probably be a lot better off with geometry, unless you're a math guy. And then I was, because I had all kinds of problems with algebra. Algebra just pissed me off to no end. I absolutely hated it. I've never used it since high school. I thought it was a complete waste of my life, and guess what? Years later, it was. Geometry, however, has come in handy in almost every aspect of my life in some way or another. Geometry even comes in handy when you're playing pool. I mean, there's a lot of real life implications to that. And then if you go to college, you end up like taking statistics and stuff like that, which I had to do. Very helpful as far as that stuff goes too. Algebra does play a part in that, but by the time, what you're going to find out is by the time you're in college, your professors aren't going to expect you to really memorize anything. At least not if you go to Ohio University. If you go to Ohio, OU, you're going to be able to use the sheets that have all of the equations on them. So it's going to be all good. MX says, I will open my mind and do as the guy in the Matrix did. I got a 74 in the Regents for algebra. I am mentally algebra deficient completely. I barely passed that class. In fact, I took it twice. So, and in all honesty, if the teacher didn't just want to get me moved on out of there, I probably wasn't supposed to pass it. So, you know, there's that. The education system is great. They're like, you've been in here for too long. It's been too much of you already. Let's see. I need to go to... I need to change one more setting before we get started. Look, the first 6 minutes of my stream now is me trying to add things in to the settings, which all can be done beforehand when I'm doing things on the PC. You've got to stop them. But you know, we'll get our shit together at some point. We'll get everything locked down and make sense of this thing called technology. I was reading a thing today that they're saying technology has ruined us. I beg to differ, actually. The first statement that it made was correct. It said technology has given us everything that we need. And I agree with that 100%. The second statement was that it's taken away everything else in our lives that is meaningful, such as interactions and stuff like that. I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for the technology that we're using, me and my good friend MX here would not be having a conversation. So, what are you going to do? MX says he's going to try hard to do good in geometry and hope that trigonometry is not a pain. Oh gosh. Yeah, I didn't do trigonometry, so I got no help there for you, man. I took, basically I rounded out my, my credits, and I don't even know if they still use credits in school, but I rounded out my math credits by taking algebra, geometry, and then I went backwards and did consumer math because I didn't want to have to take additional courses. So, and I don't even know how that all worked out. It probably wasn't supposed to, but what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna go ahead and while we're talking about stuff, I'll go ahead and queue up for some jazz here. I really, and I think I lied. I think I'm still no, I'm tier 3. Sweet. I really want to do League of Assassins. That's like my favorite mission in the whole entire world. We used to do this when we were first coming up in DCUO. We would just do League of Assassins over and over and over again. And I'll go ahead and queue for South Gotham Courthouse, but a lot of times it's a disaster. Coast City's fun. I just did it the other day. I actually got into a group for the first time in a long time that knew what to do in Coast City. A lot of times I get in there, or we used to get in there with people that as soon as you'd get in, they just start activating the lanterns, all of them at the same time. So then, yeah, you got, you know, you can't fight anyone, or they don't activate any of them, or, you know, ooh, Kyle Rayner JLA. Man, that's cool looking. We got a new league mate in this league just a few minutes ago. Let's see if he actually stayed. He was a different tune, and he asked me to invite him. Yes, Floyd Lawton. We have our very own Deadshot in the league now. MX says, man, yeah, I got like 16 3.50 credits altogether. I only need chemistry credits, and I won't need more for science. That's cool. Chemistry's fun. I really enjoyed that. Well, I shouldn't say I enjoyed it. It was tolerable. I'll say that, because you actually get to do some stuff. Make some. I loved making concoctions. It was pretty fun. I don't miss high school. I'll tell you that right now. Don't miss it one little bit. Although I still have dreams about it almost every night. I have a recurring dream that, number one, I'm late to school. Number two, it's only equations. That sucks. So number one, I'm always late to school in the dream. Number two, I never can find my locker. Number three, I don't know my locker combination. And number four, there are classes that I've never been to at all, and I'm dodging the teachers. And I'm curious as to how I'm going to pass. So that's my horrible dream I have about high school. And it's funny because I wake up every time at the end of it and I'm like, why do I even care? I don't know. But through the dream, I'm all anxious about it. I'm all like, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to graduate. I'm like, what? I graduated in 1999. I'm an old moth. I'm an old moth. I am an old man to a little moth. Yep. I'm an old man to a little moth. Please, you've got to help. Ooh, this league is the Wayne Foundation. That's cool. Yeah, MX said so true, especially when the teachers are boring, and a lot of them are. What's really kind of funny though now is a lot of the people that I went to school with, that I graduated with, who were like, actually, and I'm not saying it to be sarcastic, like the cool kids, they're actually the kids I hung out with, people that I think are cool, are teachers now, a lot of them. I don't know what it is with my graduating class, but just about everyone wanted to be a teacher. And I think it would actually be kind of fun to be in schools that they taught at now, depending on if they're the same kind of people they used to be. Just open your mind. My mind is open, sir. Gotta you, what's it called? Meditate. Gotta meditate on it. Well, let's queue for some more stuff then. It's gonna take a while. I was gonna queue up for a raid, but I don't know, that could go disastrously right about now. Not that it really matters. I can still go in it.
Oh my God!
I don't want to go in the Prime. No, I can't. Sunstone, Matrix, and Power Core. One of these is a real pain in the butt. I can't ever remember which one. But I haven't been to either of them, so perhaps we should start with Power Core. I have to warn you guys that in almost exactly 1 month, my life is gonna suck. It's not gonna suck, but I'm gonna be very, very busy at work, and I'm for streaming and making videos. Basically, my job goes from what it is now, just a 8-hour-a-day job, to about a 12 to 14-hour-a-day job. And so it's one of those things where work ends at a certain time, but it doesn't really. So like, at 7 o'clock every day, and I'll be at work earlier than I am now. So, but at 7 o'clock every day, basically, the office shuts down. But if there's any work left on the table, we have to get it done before we leave. And so some days we end up getting off work at 7:30, and that's just fine. Some days we end up working until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes, and this will be the case on at least 3 days, we will work until midnight. And so, you guys, there may be days where I postpone streams. There may be days when I'm just too damn tired to stream. There may be days when I get to stream early, but we'll just have to see. But that starts October 15th and runs through December 7th. So, MX is asking, what is my job actually? I am, my official title is Regional Sales Director, Regional Marketing Director for a company. It's a third-party kind of brokerage for insurance for people who are Medicare age. And so what we do is we recruit insurance agents. So my job is I'm on the phone and on the computer in all 50 states, but there's probably about 7 states that I focus in, calling people who sell insurance to people over 65 that are Medicare age. And I call them and I talk to them and I basically form a relationship with them, and I try to get them to sell their products through our company. And so the enrollment season for people that age, the time that they get their open enrollment with no underwriting, is October 15th through December 7th every year. And so at that time every year I go from recruiting to data processing. And because that's the time when the agents are actually writing business, submitting applications for insurance for their clients. They submit that through our company. And so my job, because none of them have the time for me calling them anymore during that time period, my job goes from recruitment and sales to processing applications and data processing. And so I'm pretty much just tied to my computer, punching in information 12 to 14 hours a day. So by the time I get done at night, I'm cross-eyed and I can't do anything. So so I have a headset on constantly, whether I'm streaming or not streaming. 2 different headsets, but same thing. I'm either talking to you guys and streaming video games, or I'm calling insurance agents and talking about insurance. So one way or the other, my job is to talk, I guess I should say. And I've been doing that. I started doing it with a different company about 9 years ago, and I've been doing it with this company now. Is 2 years, or it's a little over a year with this company. So I guess I've only been doing this about 8 years. But it's been my job before that. I worked in radio, and I got into sales because, MX says at least you have your wife to relieve your tension, if you know what I mean. Oh no, I just looked at your circle thingy, so that means if I ever meet you in person, you get to punch me in the arm. Damn it. I really screwed the pooch on that. Well, still not going to do any content. Man, it's a slow Monday night. Not much going on. When does DC TV start? Let's go do some of these then, I guess. Whoa, that was fast. Shady Nightclub. When does DC TV start? It's a good question. Let's find out. Supergirl premiere 20 fall 2017. I'm interested to find out. The Gotham Tap Room. Holy living. I think we'll make it through here.
The Society
with a
has a cache
180.
of stolen graviton tech in this nightclub. Can't leave anything that dangerous in their control. Find the singularity capsules and
Ooh, I
get
like
them
this
out
one.
of there.
Alright, cool. I found an article about it. Let's just find out. October 9th. Supergirl starts October 9th. So we got a couple minutes before we're back into DC TV mode. I very much enjoy that time of year, though. That's another thing that kind of keeps me occupied. Stop hitting me, bouncer. Oh my goodness, seriously? What's with the punching my arm? Oh my god. I'm that old that that's no longer a thing. Attacking me.
I need power.
The whole game was that if you make, you're supposed to hold that little little circle that, like the what you just made there with the symbol or whatnot. If you do that, you're supposed to put it in a place where you trick me into looking at it. Because the whole thing with it was, if you knew someone was doing it, you could avoid looking. So it'd be like, you'd be like, oh, here, hand me a pencil, and you'd do that while you're handing it to me. If I look at it, you get to punch me in the arm, like, as hard as you can. And that was all the rage when I was in school. People would think of all kinds of innovative ways to trick people with that. Might. I'll go with the might one. Better upgrade my stuff here. Yeah, we're a 156. Now I feel really old.
Choke 'em.
Oh, that's an okay sign. Nice. Oh, it has to be upside down, doesn't it? I forgot what it looked like. These 64s aren't a joke, man. They're doing some serious business. So I have run with some, as Rockvar, I have run with some water healers now. And I'm not that impressed, I tell ye.
Choke 'em.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to be damn, you get killed. I should be following my 180. It doesn't seem to be a real quick healing power. Maybe I just haven't gotten in with people who are using it quite enough yet or something. But it's I don't know. I'm gonna wait till I actually get to heal with it before I judge. And I was also in with a water DPS, a high-level water DPS, and it wasn't anything to write home about, to be honest with you. I was tanking, I wasn't DPSing, and it seemed like it was, the burn was taking a good long time. But again, it could have been just the DPS, you know. Yeah, I think that would have been pretty good too, MX, if they made it a tank power. Or something. I feel like I need to do my part here. See if I can get it down the hall. Nope. I have a horrible aim. Yeah, yeah. Ah.
Looks like you tracked down all the Graviton tech in there. Time to... Wait, Grodd just arrived. You should say hello on the way
Grodd?
out.
Oh, this guy's water.
Get out of there before the
Sweet.
place is swarming. There's plenty of contraband we need to recover in other stash houses.
Stash houses? So like where they keep mustaches? It's a house full of mustached people. Thank you, sir. I'm pretty sure I've already been in here, so I don't need anything additionally. So that was fun. So now I do have to do an episode of DCU tonight. I can talk about the premiere dates. Haha, a chance to use my new toy. I've been so dying to use it. I really, really have. I was actually trying to work in a way that I could use it tonight because it is just so darn fun to be able to stream and I don't know, just the fact that you've got so much control, you can use the animations and all that kind of cool stuff. It's really neat. And MX, you are going to love what I've got going on with the subscriber animation. Whenever somebody subscribes, we will have a dancing taco that will show up on the screen. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I got to get a capture card. That's got to be my next goal. Because if I had a capture card, I could stream PS3 or PS4 on it right now and use the thing. But as it stands, I cannot. And there's a workaround to where I could still do it, but it involves using two YouTube accounts. And so, yeah. Ooh, MX loves tacos and burritos. I love tacos and burritos as well. I feel that they are the perfect food because they are both the food and the plate and also the utensil, because you don't really need utensils. It's like superfood. I think that I'm gonna just call them taco and burrito eating countries, whoever they are, because they don't necessarily have to be Spanish or Mexican or any of that, Latino, to enjoy those foods. But because I know like the French have different things that are kind of like a burrito. I think they are geniuses, far ahead of their time. They're genius-eye. They are both lunch and a meal, and they can be breakfast. I actually eat burritos for breakfast quite often. Not only breakfast burritos, but regular burritos for breakfast. And it's delicious, and it's filling. Of course, it's filling. But it has everything you need. You got vegetables, meat, cheese, bread. If you put avocados in there, you got fruit. All the major food groups, man. It's just like a pizza. You can have everything you need on it. Self-sustaining food. That's what I go for. I know, I'm getting hungry now too. I gotta stop that. I'm having Brenner after I get off the stream. I'm having cereal for dinner. I call this, and we came up with this yesterday, I think, because I just was going through stuff that we had in the cupboard trying to figure out what would be delicious, because sometimes I would just like to cook and things, and I'm like, what would be delicious to go together? So yesterday I made what I'm calling the Brooks House skillet. Well, I've always had eggs Brooks House. That's my last name is Brooks, so that's why. But so I've always had eggs Brooks House, which is just pretty much however I want to cook eggs. But I started messing around yesterday, and I made the Brooks House skillet. It is sliced potatoes, pinto beans. As odd as that sounds, just a full can of pinto beans in the pan with in the skillet with the sliced potatoes. I then throw in a can of diced tomatoes and tamales. It's like I didn't even know these things existed till I saw them in the store. They're real cheap, and it's just a can of diced up tomatoes and tamales together. They're kind of spicy. It's almost like salsa, but not quite. Throw that in there, and then I put in 6 eggs, and I mixed all that together, cooked it till the eggs were scrambled and everything was cooked, and it was flippin' delicious. So we had that last night. We had a redo of that this afternoon, just more of it. And now I wish I would have had a tortilla to put that in, because that would have been an excellent breakfast burrito, because then I can have a Brooks House breakfast burrito as well. Someday, if I ever get lucky enough to have a restaurant, that's what it'll be called, the Brooks House. And I stole that actually from Archer, because if you guys watch Archer, the chasm, the chasm. If you guys watch Archer, Woodhouse, his butler makes eggs Woodhouse, and so Lyda and I used to get into, when we would, before Bodhi was born, we would just binge watch certain things. So every night, while we were just chilling out, expanding our minds, we would watch Archer, and we would watch Trailer Park Boys, and we've seen every episode of those 2 series just as many times as we could possibly watch them. And so one late night, we were sitting there having a good time watching Archer. I was like, oh, we got eggs in the fridge. Let's have eggs Brooks House. And so Lyda was cracking up. So from then on, I've just been running with it. Everything I make, if I make hamburger, it's Brooks House burger. So yeah, MX, if I ever do have a restaurant, you're definitely coming, man. You definitely gots to come. We're gonna go to the chasm? Or are we just gonna think about it? Man, Monday night stream, we are not getting a whole lot of people joining tonight, but that's cool. I understand. It's been a real crappy day. It's a I already took a nap. I imagine a lot of people just came home and they're like, man, I'm just going to bed. This is ridiculous. I passed out about 6 o'clock and I didn't wake up until 8:30. Lyda woke me up and she's like, before you stream, you have to do some things for me. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me get on it. So I'm just kind of also barely awake. Oh. MX said, I'll just go and drink some water because you wouldn't know how hungry I am right now. I'm sorry, man. I've done that to myself as well. I'm starving. Okay, we have a 126 healer and a 127 DPS. I don't know. We may be able to make it through here if we follow along closely. I love that view, though. Look at that. This is one of the most beautiful raids. Brings a tear to my eye. Who's in here with me? Oh. I saw that green and I thought it was a Green Lantern. Troller King. Green Slicer. Duck Kraken. Is that his name? It is. I was just joking. His name is Duck Kraken. Duck Kraken. Did I collect everything from the last one? I think I did. Nope. Haha. Oh, damn it. It's a controller. I got a controller chest. No.
This way leads underneath the fortress. I have to join the fight above.
Get him, the Kraken. Yeah, MX says most people have school and their job early, yeah. It is 10:20 at night. Here anyway, on the eastern hemisphere of the United States. I have a friend in Atlanta, and he said that Atlanta was shut down today. I'm guessing due to the hurricane stuff. That is scary. I've got a couple league mates in Georgia. I hope that they are okay. Well, I don't know if they're... I think they're in the Carolinas now, but... Carolinas should be cool, I would assume. Should be okay. That's why I live inland. In fact, it's funny because I always want to move somewhere on the ocean. I recently... mostly I want to move to California. I always have. But I've thought about Florida a little bit. And Lida's always like, no, hurricanes. And she's always right. Because it would suck to be uprooting your life right now. And I mean, I've never seen anything like that in person. I've seen tornadoes, kind of, not big ones. I've seen storms, you know, but I've never seen what you would call a natural disaster where, you know, because it's like every experience I've ever had was like, oh, there's a tornado watch or a tornado warning or whatever. You know, hopefully we'll wake up and everything will be cool and it will, you know, our house won't be destroyed, and it never has been. So I've been really lucky in my life to never get hit by any of these types of things. But to have to leave your house and know that when you come back it could not be there, and if it is there it's probably going to be covered in water, that would suck. I wouldn't even know where to begin, like grabbing stuff. Like, what do you take? Hopefully you have insurance. That's a cool looking crystal. I don't know. MX says New York is safe from those things usually because it's on top of bedrock, right? I don't know. To be honest with you. I've never heard of New York getting hit by a tornado or a hurricane. Definitely huge snowstorms and the mafia, but never hurricanes or tornadoes. It is 9/11 after all, so, you know, they've been hit by that disaster. I'm gonna say right now, I don't think we have a chance in hell of getting through a boss. Just based on how these ads have been going. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Nicholas MX says New York is safe from those things usually because I'm on top. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm reading the thing. Yeah, definitely lots of snow, and that reminds me of Jon Snow. The Queen seemed to get 6 inches of snow on that boat. I think there was snow in the forecast. Accumulation, about 6 inches. I would give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know, maybe 7, 8 inches of snow expected, but I'm not gonna do that. We'll go with the 6. If we were talking about Tyrion, maybe. Oh, we just got wiped. Well, I guess the 127 and 126 didn't. Oh, Static Shock is in here. That's cool. Damn. I don't understand how we... How am I drawing aggro from them? Seriously? At least I got picked up again. So Static Shock is over there fighting. I don't see the DPS. Oh. You're the only one that finds John's redhead sister is hot? I don't know if that's true, man. Jean Grey? Is that who you're talking about? Sansa?
This is LexCorp Agent Tolerance on Expedition Fortress. Briefing XXI-4.
I have no comment for
Second
that.
day and it's still abnormally cold. Some sort of energy source spread far below the fortress.
Because I've learned at this point in my life to never make comments about the prettiness of other girls. If your wife does that, it's fine to join in, but not too aggressively. You know, don't join in too quick. If she's like, hey, she's a pretty girl, you know, don't be like, oh yeah, she is. Be like, she's okay. She's alright. She's no you, but,
Superman's Fortress of Solitude in the Arctic is under massive attack as Brainiac attempts to assimilate
unauthorized access.
Unauthorized access.
Perimeter violated. Defend the quarry.
Whatever, Sunstone Herald. You need to defend your mom's quarry and shut up. I'm gonna show you defense of your quarry. You're not doing a good job, Sunstone. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go be a good little weak DPS and pick people up. Are you serious? Cash Me Outside is in here with us, ladies and gentlemen. We've been starstruck.
Accessing crystal matrix. Summoning reinforcements.
Oh no. There's things that are supposed to be going on in here.
Accessing.
Oh, I'm not even doing... I keep on skipping the shark. Can't skip the sharp. Oop. I got bulldozed. Troller King's gonna pick me up, though. It's very nice of you, Troller King. Thank you very much. Boink. I called from the deep.
Matrix. Summoning reinforcements. Sunstone crystal boost online.
I gotta read that in more detail. As soon as this guy's not trying to explode next to me. Stop trying to explode on me. MX Gaming says, pickup line, if it wasn't because I was here, you would be the best looking one here. That's a good one. That'll get you in there.
Accessing crystal matrix. Summoning reinforcements.
You're like, damn, baby. You're almost as pretty as me.
Sunstone crystal boost online.
Come on, I just need the gear from one boss here. That would be sufficient.
Accessing crystal matrix. Summoning reinforcements.
He says, in there. My favorite pickup line. Get in the kitchen and make me a pie. It works every time. Uh-oh. Oh my. No! Oh no! Okay. I'm cross-eyed now. Sorry about that. Whatever just happened on the screen. It was not my intention. What the heck?
Accessing crystal matrix.
What did we do? Screw it up?
Reinforcements. Sunstone crystal boost online.
I'll tell you what, that line, 65% of the time, it works every time. Take that to your geometry class.
Sunstones rerouted. Accessing.
And when your teacher tells you it doesn't make any sense, be like, whatever, you don't make any sense. This whole damn school doesn't make any sense.
Sunstone matrix link lost. Unit.
Oh, come on, seriously? All that work and I get
Now
pistols
you know
that I
what we're up
can't
against.
use and a
Brainiac is
controller,
mining Kryptonian
not even a
sunstones from
controller.
the fortress. They contain almost endless
Ooh,
power.
shattered
A
rock
miracle
debris.
mineral
I'm
that
taking
can
the
be
mark of
programmed to
victory.
destroy. He's focused most of his power above.
And
Shut off his
this little
perimeter
bad boy up
security
here.
terminals to keep it that way.
I'll have that.
This is LexCorp Agent Tolerance on Expedition Fortress, briefing XX-21.
You're not very
Freaking
tolerant,
cold here.
Tolerance.
Meet it. Our equipment has stopped working. Probably some sort of Kryptonian tech interference. Expeditions to the base of the fortress to gain samples of the base material, but not yielded even a single crystal. Tolerance out.
Then later I'll poop on your chest. Oh my goodness. If that doesn't get you in there, nothing can. I mean, that should be the ultimate pickup line. I mean, that's every girl's fantasy. And guys, I guess. We make the best combos. That is true. Yeah, I wonder what my DPS looks like. Oh, not too horrible. I'm higher than some people. Who? Ooh, I shouldn't be higher than anybody. I'm the lowest CR in here. I'm surprised we're still going, to be quite honest with you. But if it wasn't for having two 120-somethings in here, we wouldn't be. I'm very confident in that. Is this the one where we have to run the crystal up the hill? That's the one that's always a pain in the butt. That's where groups fall apart right there. We have a green helicopter. One good thing about water is you do gain your supercharge pretty quickly. I noticed with Earth, I do not gain it very quickly at all. Hey, another green thing. Hi, green thing.
This is LexCorp Agent Tolerance on Expedition Fortress, briefing XX-25. We believe we may have found a route underground to the fortress. Devising mobile countermeasures now. If Superman knows we're here, he's not showing it. We haven't seen anything but snow this whole time.
MX would be surprised if a girl tried to pick him up. Don't be too surprised. It'll happen when you meet the right girl. You got plenty of time to worry about that, though. Actually, don't worry about it at all. When you're least expecting it, it will happen. Well, we're making progress here. Moving forward, as Pops would say. Wait, why are we supposed to be going the other direction? Oh. Yeah, seems like we're going the wrong way here. The arrow is pointing us in the opposite direction. Oh no, I got the red poop on me. There we go. Definitely stay away from your teammates if you see the red poop on you. MX says, LOL, I love all women, the small ones, the average ones, the big ones, but I don't exceed myself to the damn ones. I can't handle that. No! Oh. Holy shit, what's killing me? Oh, the damn turret that I'm standing in front of, maybe. I'll do my team a solid to take this turret out. I should be doing my team a solid and picking them up. This may be where it all goes south, ladies and gentlemen. This may be the end. Anything to... I don't know if my... Oh, I'm damaged. I'm horribly damaged. My gear is horribly destroyed and distraught. Is that where we're going? Yeah. Wonder if I have a... Nope. No repair bot. Darn. I was hoping I'd have one. Gotta put the game face on. Game faces. MX says I mean them because women these days think I'm objectifying them. Oh. Well, I'm not skilled in the ways of the ladies. So I got no advice.
You cannot stop it, Brainiac.
Man, these guys need power bad.
Sunstone power is Brainiac now.
Wish I had something I could give them. Both our healer and DPS are... They're bottoming out on their power. Why are people calling people names in chat? Let's hit this guy with that. Erp. That's the noise it makes for some reason. Erp. I have no idea why, but I'm going with it. Oh, thanks, man. MX says, man, I like you as a person and as a YouTuber. Keep growing, you deserve more subs. I will be here as long as you will watch me, my friend.
Primary source engaged.
Oh.
Alert.
Yep. Greens. Oh, how did he get me? I did not even see him pick me up. That's weird. What the heck can we do to help this situation out? Try to take out this turret. Oh goodness. Try to sneak in here and get this guy. Nope. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna... I don't see much of a way to get through this. It's disastrous. I definitely need to heal. Wherever I can do that. I don't know. Back this way maybe? As long as there's nothing that can kill me. Oh man. We gotta go through the maze. Going through the maze, maze, maze. Down there? No. Okay, how far away? I should look and see how far away this is. Oh yeah, all the way back to the beginning. There's not another one somewhere? Nope. Alright. Well, I guess we're going through the tunnel. Oh, don't get mad at the healer. Who is that? Cash me outside. He's a 97, I didn't even realize. Don't get down on the healer, bro. If he leaves, you're totally screwed. Heal better. What a dick. Of course, I guess with that name he has to be. It's kind of part of the character, I would assume. Just be like, cash me outside. Be a better person. MX asked me, so my coworkers play games? Yeah, actually a couple of them do.
XXI3. First day. Temperatures reach
They, I believe, my coworkers play
We
Xbox.
continue to use extreme countermeasures against detection. Tolerance out.
And a couple of my ex-coworkers also play games on PS4 and computer.
This is Superman. Kal-El.
I want to throw a
I'm
snowball.
using one of the fortress memory crystals from the main matrix. It's hard to
Just
believe
because.
this entire fortress grew from a single sunstone crystal, or that it now contains all that's left of the planet Krypton. But I do know I have to keep people like Lex Luthor from using my heritage as a weapon. If I lost Krypton,
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
I will never lose Earth.
There we go. What is this guy babbling about over here? I don't know. Now this is a pain in the butt because all these rocks look the same to me. Get lost in caves. Yeah. XM says, Var, if you had a daughter that was my age, would you allow me to ask her out? I'm an honest guy with morals. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be upset about that. I don't know how... They say when you have a daughter, like, all logic and reason leaves. And I don't know how I would react. With my son, I'm like, I hope he's a pimp. But, yeah, with my daughter, I definitely would want a guy that, for her, that would have morals and be respectful and all that good kind of stuff. So, yeah, man, you'd be in there. I mean, it would be allowed. How's that? That's what I should have said. Am I going the wrong way still? Yeah, I can't go that way. I gotta go the other side. If I go in there, I'm gonna end up fighting a boss by myself. Or something. That's not an entrance. That's what she said. Where is the entrance? There's supposed to be one right here somewhere. Oh, it's closed because they're probably doing it already. Well, that's embarrassing. Let's see how else I can get there. Oh, okay. I missed my hole. Maybe. There we go. I think this is what I'm looking for. I went down the wrong chute. No? What the hell? Now I'm getting attacked. Don't attack me, bro. Wow, this is neat. You can just hang out in here for a while. Can't see shit. Guess that's the point. And I'm gonna die anyway. Oh, that is creepy. The heartbeat sound that I'm hearing right now in my headphones because of almost being dead is creepy as hell. I was like, I thought someone was walking through my house. Like, what? Alright, so I don't have a choice except for to go... Yeah, I can't go in that way. I have to go the way I was going. I thought this looked familiar anyway. Dang it, definitely was here.
Damage to primary source.
Wow. We came up this way. It must be shut because they're in there already. Damn it. Oh, there they are. Probably can't get... Can I get to them this way? Yes, yes I can. Hello, everybody. Well, that was easy enough. Standing there watching them being like, where are they at? That's what's going on. Somebody's got to do the crystals. Where are these crystals? Is this... Well, that was helpful. That was a huge help on that one. Well, at any rate, the stream time has expired, so I'm going to... I don't know if this is going to end up working or not. We'll see if the group lives through this. But thank you guys for joining the stream tonight. Thank you, MX, for hanging out with me in chat. It's been a fun time, buddy. We'll be back on Wednesday about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to get at least one non-stream video up on the channel. I've got some weapon stuff that or not weapons, I've got some power stuff that I need to go through on DCUO. So we will see you guys then, and always a good time. For Light and Bodhi, this is Rockvar saying play on.